Hey Lexi, I'll shoot this one to you first. First of all, congrats on the start. I just wanted to ask you, how did that feel to be out there starting today?
I was really excited. I was kind of surprised, but I was really excited. I mean, any one of us can start, so it was a good feeling.
You said you were surprised. How did Coach tell you you were going to be in the starting lineup? Was that something in practice, or was it closer to the start?
I mean, I think he just put me with the first group. He didn't really say anything.
Gotcha. And I wanted to ask you a little bit specifically about that third quarter. It was your best offensive quarter of the season, points wise. You scored 26 points. What did it feel to be on the court in that quarter? Was it what was the mood down there? Oh, to you, Lexi. Yeah, yeah,
Okay, can you repeat it?
yeah. Sorry about that. What did it feel like to be on the court in that third quarter when you guys scored 26 points? It was your best points quarter all season.
It was an intense quarter, definitely. I think we came out a lot more fire. We were more excited. And we were more ready to go. I think we were more focused in the second half for sure.
Awesome. I appreciate it, Lexi. And Natasha, I wanted to ask you about your six blocks you had today. Now, the six blocks, I guess that's really not as notable as, some might think because that's a pretty regular occurrence. But it seemed to me like a lot of those blocks were kind of going into the hands of your teammates. I'm wondering, is that maybe something you practice? You try and block it, to your teammates to get a fast break?
Honestly, I don't practice it. They know I'm gonna attempt to block it, so they just stay ready all the times.
So when you're trying to block that shot, does it, do you try and think about maybe giving it to a teammate, or are you just trying to block
I'm just trying to keep them from scoring.
it? Gotcha. And Natasha, you guys went into the fourth quarter with an 8 point lead, a little bit similar to last game against Alabama, where you also had a lead. What did you guys do differently in the fourth quarter today versus Alabama?
Honestly, we just try to keep the pedal to the metal, try to get less turnovers, like try not to ease up.
And the starters, the five of you, you guys scored 73% of your team's points. How did you feel like, the five starters played, Natasha? And was that kind of chemistry between you guys good?
Honestly, I feel like we played good. Everybody did what they did. Like everybody played their role.
Awesome. Appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Hey guys, so one thing I was wondering was, how'd you guys feel like your shot selection was tonight?
I honestly feel like we had better shot selections. Honestly, we passed the ball, found an open person. Honestly, could have knocked a couple down, which is my fault. But my team kept believing in me, and so if I was cold, somebody else was hot, and we kept giving the ball.
And a lot of the shot, I think a majority of the players on the team were pretty efficient tonight too. Did you guys kind of notice that, and was that something you kind of felt within the game?
I mean, I think, like she said, we all played our roles really well tonight. First half, we were a little shaky, but I think second half, we were definitely more focused. Came to play in the second half.
And then last thing I'll ask is, so SMU kind of shot pretty well from three. Was there anything that you guys can take away from that specifically?
Yes, second chances really hurt us. We should have got the rebound the first time. But second chances can really hurt us.
So this is a question for both of y'all. So if both of y'all can answer this. So a little bit of a slow start in the first quarter. So how did y'all battle back from that slow start, and kind of what did coach say in between the first and second quarters that kind of gave y'all that little burst that y'all were able to play amazing in the second and third quarters?
Honestly, he came in yelling at us, and we understood. Like, we cannot have a repeat of what happened in Alabama. We took that and, like, they put a fire in our butt, and we just got to hustling.
Natasha, how would you feel about your performance tonight?
I feel like I did okay. I played my role to where my teammates needed me to be. Honestly, it's a good point guard right here. She'll always found me a lot.
Hey, Lexy, first start as a Cowgirl, so I'm curious, first off, how soon before the game did you find out that you'd be starting?
I think it was yesterday's practice.
And I know I hopped on a little late, so I think you may have been asked, but like, I'm just curious, were you excited or nervous coming in, walking on GIA for the first time starting? Did you expect to be starting, or what did that look like?
I mean, I wasn't sure until like today, honestly, but I was definitely nervous, but I was more excited than anything.
And I was going to ask, were you able to have any family in the house or anything? Was mom able to watch? It was a career day.
Yeah, my mom was watching. I had a lot of family watching online and stuff. But the rest of my family, they had games of their own, so they couldn't go.
Okay. And, I'll just ask career high in minutes and points. So, Lexy, how do you think you played tonight? How would you self-assess a little bit?
I definitely could have hit some more shots. I was up that I normally would make in practice. But I think that's a little bit of my nerves too, and just getting in the flow of the game and playing when I'm tired. But I think overall I played pretty well. Down the stretch I had a little bit of a mess up, but overall I think I played pretty well.
And was your favorite moment tonight the back-to-back threes you hit, or does another moment stand out?
Probably that. It's probably the threes.
And I guess I'll switch over to Natasha now. Both you and Lexy had the two of the highest plus minuses tonight. I don't know how much stock you put in that stat, but it seems kind of important, So I'm curious, what do you think, Natasha, made the two of y'all so effective tonight?
Honestly, in practice, it's not just we come out and we do it. Practice, we do this all the time. Every time Slim has the ball, she looks for me. So it's like, okay,
when she's not open.
This is something we practice. We work on it a lot.
So how excited were you, Natasha, when you found out that Lexy would be starting?
I was more happy than she was. I was like, yes, let's go. She's like, I'm nervous. I'm like, you got it?
That's great. And Natasha, I'll ask you, to me, it seems pretty deflating when an opponent cashes 2 threes back to back, and you can put up 6 points in a flash like that. So what were your thoughts when Lexy hit those 2 threes?
I was excited. I was like, yeah, that's my Slim. I still need her to hit 4 a game, though. So,
is that the number do you have a number in mind, Lexy, of, points that you think you can reach this year? Or what's the number for you threes that you'd like to see in a game?
I mean, she just came up to me and said, hit 4 threes, and I think it's a challenge for me, too. So I'm going to try doing it every game.
I know she can shoot it very well, very efficient. I know I'll be open a lot, but you'll be open a lot. So.
And the last thing I noticed was, Lexy, I think you had like a little bit of foul trouble early on. You may have subbed out because of that. But you played like all but 1 minute in the fourth quarter. I think that's right. Were you gassed out there in the fourth?
Honestly, I haven't played that long in a while, so I was a little gassed, but I knew my team needed me, so I kind of pushed through.
Okay, awesome. I appreciate it.
Any more questions?
You guys good?
I got one more question, if that's all right. So, Natasha, you recorded your 20th career double-double as a Cowgirl. Just a little bit, give me your thoughts on that and kind of what stuck out tonight in your game as well. I mean, you were obviously rebounding the ball amazing. You were scoring well. Just talk a little bit about your 20th career double-double, as well as just touch a little bit again, even though we already talked about it, just your performance tonight.
Well, I started off the first quarter slow, so to get that double-double means a lot, and also get the win goes even better. So, like, I can honestly celebrate that a little bit.
All right, anything else for the girls?
I think I'm good.
Okay, I'll be back with Coach in a minute.
I think so.
All right, Coach, ready to go.
I'm always happy to win and never take winning for granted. Wasn't real happy the way we played or the way we started the game. Didn't think we posted real hard in the first half. We're just slow to ball loose balls all night long, and they made us pay for that every time. And you're not active enough when you go to halftime and you have 2 offensive rebounds and played better. I thought we played a good third quarter. Did a lot of things better. 26 points is a lot of points for us, and sustained effort a lot more in the second half. But we got to learn at the end of the ball game, force people to shoot difficult shots, don't foul, and stop the clock and allow people to score during that. But you know, we've got more balance this year. You know, we look up, we got 18, 11, 9, 14, 8, and 6. And that's going to be more beneficial for us as the season progresses. So nice to get a win. I know that SMU is well coached and they're always going to play hard. But the important thing for us right now is that we really take advantage of the practice days this week. Because of the games coming in a hurry, we haven't had the opportunity to practice much. We're going to take tomorrow off, and then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday becomes very important for us on the practice floor. Questions?
Coach, I guess I'll first ask, seemed to me that it worked out, but I'm curious, just what went into the decision to start Lexy Keys tonight?
You know what? She's just been solid. You know, she hasn't turned it over, and then she did turn it over tonight. But she's a kid that makes shots, makes open shots, and every time she shoots it, I think the ball's going in, and that's a good feeling to a coach. I think she's won in high school. She's been highly successful, played for a great high school coach, and she just knows how to play the game.
Yeah, like you said, you know, her shots go in. How big was that moment when she, it was in the first half, hit those 2 threes back to back, put y'all 6 points, close that gap just like that? How big was that moment?
Oh, that's huge. I mean, she gives us a dimension that if there's a loose ball or we get out in transition and she spots up, you know, she gives you an opportunity to make runs, you know, by getting 2 or 3 threes in a hurry. And that's all she's got to do. She's got to play solid, don't turn the ball over. And I know I'm simplifying the game, but make open shots, and believe she's capable of doing that.
And I think she got pulled a little early in like the first half, probably due to some, you know, approaching foul trouble. But I think in the fourth quarter, she played like all but 1 minute. So just how impressive is it for, you know, a freshman to be trusted like that in the big situations down the stretch?
Well, I mean, Lexy's worked on her game, and we did take her out in the first half because she got 2 fouls, and we decided to set her, and then we brought her back in the first half. But we got a little more luxury. If somebody isn't playing as well as they're capable of, we've got the opportunity to put somebody else in. And that was evident with KB Sarr. She hasn't practiced much. She's been in recovery, and she came in and had 3 baskets for us. So all of these kids need to step up and make a contribution for us. And you don't know when your number's going to be called. So feel good about the way some kids have come off the bench. And what we have, 20 bench points, and we had 30 bench points against Alabama. So it's gonna take all of us to get it done.
Awesome, Coach. Congrats on the win.
Thank you.
Coach, that third quarter, that was pretty fun to watch from up here. It was your best offensive quarter in terms of points all season. Why do you think you guys are so successful in that quarter?
We defended, and that's odd to say that, but when we defend well and are active defensively, we create turnovers and it puts us in transition. And right now, we're a lot better team in transition than we are in the half court. When we played really well the second quarter against Alabama, we were really active defensively, and defense created offense. It was the same thing, but it was in the third quarter tonight against SMU.
And another interesting stat was you had 42 points in the paint. You mentioned the play of Sar down there. Was that an area of emphasis coming into the game that you were going to try and exploit, or did that kind of come naturally with the flow of it?
Well, I mean, we've got 6'5", 6'4", 6'4", 6'3". That needs to be a strength of our team. And I wasn't happy the way we posted up. Our post players think it's going to be easy to get it in there, and it's not. You've got to work to get the ball, and they got to make it easier on our guards. What people sometimes forget is all these guards were high school stars, and they're not used to throwing it to the post. So the post have got to get a bigger target and make it easier for the guards, and our guards have got to get better entering the ball to the post. And that's some things that we're going to focus on those 4 practice days that we have before Tulsa.
So would it be fair to say you were happy with the 42 points in the paint, or would you kind of like to see them come a little bit more efficiently?
You know, we got some of those points where the ball fumbled off of somebody and we picked him up. We've got to get a lot more efficient in what we're doing. For a team not pressing, you have 15 turnovers. We want to play in that 11, 12 range of turnovers. What happens is when you get turned over, they get more attempts at the basket, and that's what happened tonight. They had 61 attempts and we had 55. So it's just playing solid and playing possession by possession and getting a good shot each time down.
And my last question I wanted to ask you is, did you notice any kind of extra fire in your girls' eyes going into the fourth quarter? Any extra motivation to keep a lead after what happened last week?
Well, I mean, we're still in the process of learning how to finish games, and you know, we played better in the fourth quarter tonight, but turned it over too many times. And like I said, we got to learn the concept that when you're ahead by 10 or 12, make people shoot difficult shots, block them out, and then go down and run good offense. But 3 times in the last minute and a half or so, we fouled somebody. And that's going to get you beat against good teams. So we got to continue to grow. I like our group. I like that they like each other. We need more enthusiasm on the bench out of our group. It's a weird circumstance the way everybody's separated, but we've got to create our own energy. I do really appreciate all the people that came out. I think Gallagher, Iba, and the people with facilities are doing an incredible job to make it a safe setting, and really want to thank those people that came out to our game.
Thanks, Coach. I appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Coach, so I was going to ask you specifically, I'll start with offensively, what did you think of Natasha Mack's performance?
You know, Mack had a really good second half, but told Mack at halftime that I didn't think she was working hard enough to get the basketball. And you know, she's got a bullseye on her. She's got some preseason honors that she is got to work hard to fulfill those type of things. And it's not going to be easy to get her the ball, so she's got to be very, very active and demand the basketball and work harder than she did a year ago to get it. So second half, thought she was a lot more active. First half, didn't work hard enough to get the ball.
So as you were talking about active, one thing she was active on the defensive end is she had 6 blocks. So how did you feel about her defense tonight?
She did a lot better job of acting like a goalie, and when somebody got beat, she was there on the second line of defense, and we need her to do that. We never want our guards to get beat off the dribble, but it's a nice luxury to have Mack back there to not only block shots, but there were probably 5 other shots that she altered and caused them to shoot with a different arch than they normally would. So it's always nice to have a rim protector, and Mack's always done a great job of doing that.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Well, most of it's already covered, but Coach, I just had one question about just the perimeter defending, because I saw Alabama had 12 threes whenever you played them on Saturday, and then SMU had 18 had 8 today. Is there something? Is that a number that you're kind of okay with?
You know, it's Division I basketball, and people are going to make shots, and you know, I think you can give up some more threes if you keep people off the free throw line. Where the game gets difficult is if you give up 8, 10, 12 threes, and then you're sending them to the free throw line 25 times. So we did a better job. I could live with that, and they shot it well. And sometimes you just got to tip your cap to people and realize they hit good shots. I didn't think we lost people tonight, but they had about 3 threes where we didn't go get a loose ball. And that's something that we've got to get corrected. If they earn it, that's fine. But every time the ball gets loose and you don't get it, people are open. You're scrambled and in a scramble mode to try to catch up. So we've got to get loose balls. We've got to get 50-50 rebounds. And I think part of their success at the 3 line was our inability to do that. But, you know, I'm real big. Make them hit a tough shot. Keep them off the free throw line.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Appreciate you guys very much. Thank you.